Hey everyone, welcome back. So I have my wasteboard that I'm installing here on my new Onefinity CNC. And so if you look over here, I only had one T-track, and I looked online to see when I would get another one. It wouldn't be for another like 3 days. So what I went ahead and did is I put a little slot on each of these boards here so that it could accept a quarter 20 bolt. So what you can do here is you'll put that in here, and then using just a through knob here, I'm going to cut out some hold down clamps because these ones are the slot is a little too narrow for my bolt to fit in. So anyway, what you'll do is if you're wanting to, let's say for example, that's a board here, you're wanting to hold that down, you'll put that through the bolt like so, and then the little knob here will push down on it, and that's how you can clamp down on it. So I didn't want to wait for that T-track to arrive, so I went ahead and just made my own slots here so that these bolts can fit in here. And basically what I did there is you'll see in the video, I raised the blade so that it was the height of the head of the bolt, and then just using the kerf of the blade, I just lined up the board end with the kerf of the blade, and I cut on these. I cut on both sides so that I'm able to make the slot here like that, so that the bolt can go in there, and then you can use it just like a T-track, and they slide pretty smooth. On some of them it's a little rough, but you know, with wear and tear of it, I'm sure it'll work itself out. So anyway, how I'm doing this is I'm using these as a spacer here. So what I do is when I put it in the slot, I make sure that this head of the bolt is flush to the slot here. So for example, it'll be just like that. So I'm getting ready to put this new one on so you can see how I put that on. So I'm just using these as spacers for now, and I may use them also for the hold down too. So I got it, and I'm parallel with the slot here, so I'm just going to put one right here, put one about quarter of the way, and then 3/4 of the way, or a little bit over half, I mean, and then yeah, I guess 3/4 done. And then this one, kind of how I did here at the end here, just so that I have it spaced out correctly. So then I'm going to bring my board, I'm actually just visually making sure that all the heads are in there like correctly. So then we're going to push the wasteboard up and see if it moves, which it does. So then we're going to go ahead and secure this to the top of the table. And I got a Forstner bit, and I'm just using the head of the bit, and that's pretty much my depth gauge. So here we go. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and drill all the way through the top of the table, and then using a Craig screw, because I like the head, it'll do a good job of holding it down. I'm going to turn the vacuum on for a second. Alright, I got all the gunk out of there. Now I can put my screw through. Alright, so that's... Alright, and then I'm just going to go ahead and put another screw down here in the middle, and then one in the back. And that's how I'm going to finish my wasteboard table here. And on these, on the bottom, I put the width of the board. I use different sizes of pieces for the wasteboard because we cut out signs, and so some of the signs that we cut out are smaller, so I want to make sure that I can get down here. And I also didn't want to do like every 2 inches. It just would take forever to do what I'm doing here. So what I did is I went ahead and I just did, this one's at 6 1/4, this one's at 8 1/2, 11 1/2, 11 1/2, and then I think this one I had it at like 10. And then I'm probably going to put another T-track on the end, but we'll see, because Most of our cutting is done over here, but since this is a bigger CNC, I'll make sure that I probably put T-track over here. The cool thing about this is if I don't like this, I can cut this off and then put the T-track once it comes in. I can put that in here, and that's not a big deal. Just to, just take these out, put them back. But I just wanted to get this going today, and I wanted to get it cutting and learn how to cut on it, because I know how to cut on the X carve down here, but this is just a little bit different, and it's just something new to learn.